Caspians, this Kaspa thread is a must see, and I'm telling you, you need to watch until the end so you don't miss anything. We're about to dive into a thread from the Sauce Chan, and I'm telling you, Caspians, this is big, okay? If you're tuning in, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share the videos with your friends and family, become a channel member, tune into the live streams. Let's dive in. Can Kaspa achieve widespread adoption and be used globally as a peer-to-peer payment solution? This image is taken from a video of Siam Kid discussing the minimum requirements of what crypto needs to achieve this. Let's dive into it, which criteria Kaspa fills. The minimum prerequisite: instant transactions, check. Zero transaction fees. We'll see instant scalability with Kaspa, check. And unlimited scalability, Dagnite, check. Effortless cross-chain interoperability, smart contracts are built, that's going to be a check. Microtransactions enabled, check. Smart contracts enabled, we're getting there. And then no choke points, right? So instant transactions, oh, check. The Kaspa network is already blazingly fast and is the fastest proof of work network, with Solana currently being the quickest proof of stake at 0.4 second confirmation time, and Kaspa coming in at 10 seconds, right? However, the Kas development team has planned to 10x the transaction speed every year for 5 years, so that it will be faster than Visa in the year 2025 at 50,000 transactions per second. We already saw an update from Shy when he was responding to someone saying, you know, 10,000 TPS is modest, right? 10,000 TPS is something modest, is what Kaspa is aiming to achieve. So anything beyond, I'm telling you, if 10,000 is modest, 50,000 is more than likely in the works and will happen. This will more than make it capable of total global demand of the 10 billion population. Zero transaction fees, basically check. It costs 0.0001 Kaspa at its current price of 42 cents to transact, and this doesn't increase with larger transaction amounts. This is a huge bottleneck to other proof of work networks, but not Kas, right? Unlimited scalability, check. The current block DAG structure is extremely flexible with transaction amounts, and the upcoming Dagnite features are groundbreaking. The network will be no longer limited by the protocol, but the speed of the internet of the hardware that are processing the transactions. This is unheard of in cryptography, and is made possible by the genius of the Kaspa architects. Effortless cross-chain operability. Our first cross-chain, this is not yet possible as Kaspa does not support smart contracts or layer 2 options. And I said that earlier as well, but smart contracts are coming soon, man. Eventually we're gonna get there. However, this is mentioned in the roadmap as being in the plans for future production. Microtransactions, check. You can send any amount of money on the Kaspa network, making the technology usable by any member of the population. Kaspa does not discriminate between the wealthy and the poor. Smart contracts enabled. Cross. The team is currently concentrated on developing Kas as a peer-to-peer transaction network, and is perfecting the use of Kas in this manner. However, as stated previously, smart contracts will be developed and rolled out in the future. And let's be honest, right? It's not going to be difficult for Kaspa to make smart contracts available. It's not. How many, there's so many projects out there that are, have their smart contracts enabled because they forked Ethereum, so they have EVM compatibility. Jonathan and the core devs and all the devs that are working on Kas, they're gonna make smart contracts a breeze, right? I see so much, even meme coins with their own chain and network, so people could launch their D apps on it. What is the most difficult thing for this space, right? Is what the Kaspa core devs or the Kaspa devs in general are working on. Being a peer-to-peer electronic cash system What is the problem with crypto? What is the problem with Bitcoin that didn't make it replace the fiat system, right? That didn't make it disrupt the fiat system as we know it. It was, again, it's slow, which Kaspa isn't slow, and it's gonna get faster, and it didn't have scalability to it. Again, Kaspa is not gonna face those issues, right? So when the devs get to the point where Kaspa is the fastest proof of work project, when it gets to the point where it's the fastest proof of work project, even faster than Ethereum, Visa, Solana, when those levels are fully achieved, where if we are even faster than like a Visa, it's over, right? Smart contracts, that's the next step. And then all of a sudden, like, you have the ultimate trilemma solving crypto network that is fully secured, because it's also proof of work and not proof of stake, and also decentralized. The SEC cannot label CAS as a security. It will fall under commodity, right? No choke points, check. Kaspa investors are aware of the main architects, Jonathan, Michael Sutton Shai, and Aviv Zohar. It has also been widely speculated in recent times that this group is heavily concentrated in Israel, and that at the Kaspa network could be impacted by the war. This is not the case. Kaspa has 17 core developers that are based across 11 countries worldwide, and Dagnite plans are accessible to these devs so that if the 4 architects are cease to contribute, their original vision would continue. And that's what a lot of people have to take notice of, right? Again, we saw the retrace in the price because of the Israel-Palestine conflict, and people speculating, well, a lot of, the core devs of CAS are located in Israel, so is that's going to be... No, 17 core developers, 11 countries worldwide. Kaspa is an open source protocol, so everything is right there to still achieve, 100 BPS for a Kaspa, right? Any new devs could come into the 17 core devs could bring in new developers as well to still achieve that vision. On top of this last point about having no choke points, CAS is totally decentralized network and project. If the developers and architects do want to make a change or upgrade the protocol, they have to raise it in the forums where it is voted upon by the community. There is no governing body of Kaspa. Kaspa is similar to Bitcoin in the sense that Satoshi Nakamoto has not been heard of for a decade. However, Bitcoin has continued appreciating and valued reputation and use without Satoshi's input. Exactly. And that is what Kaspa is also recreating here. With Ethereum and Solana and all these other top layer 1 projects that we know of, there's still centralization there, where there's a foundation that controls what happens to the project, right? There's no DAO there's no DAO in place. There's no way for the community of the project to make decisions. None of that, right? It's fully decentralized. It's fully on the creators to make the decisions of the project and where it heads. Whereas with Kaspa, if the community or the new devs come in and wants to go this direction with Kaspa, they could do it. It's really just dependent on, basically the community of CAS making the decision, similar to Bitcoin, where the Bitcoin maxis, they'd be like, okay, this is good for Bitcoin. Oh, ordinals, okay, that's cool for Bitcoin. The miners are getting more money, so the network hash rate is increasing. That's good for Bitcoin. Lightning, I'm not too sold on Lightning. Again, just completely open source, completely decentralized. Same thing here with CAS. If you have not followed or heard of Siam Kid or Kaspa before, I thoroughly employ you to deep dive both of them. Siam has forever changed the way I perceive the world and the financial system, and I do believe that Kaspa could disrupt the current financial system by achieving widespread adoption worldwide. If you found this thread informative, feel free to share the first post to help the information reach more people. It doesn't affect me if you follow or not. The link to the video I'm referencing is at the timestamp 10 minutes. The trilemma is widely known and has been for years. Extremely exciting that Kaspa has now finally solved it. And I don't know why people think that's so difficult to believe, right? Let's take a look at the 10-minute mark right here from Siam and his video, right? Let's take a look, Caspians.
I don't think there is any crypto that meets all of these just yet. There are a few that meet a lot of them, but not all of them. Yeah, I mean, Cardano wants to do all of this, and eventually they may get there, but really, it'll still have a choke point. Like, if Charles Hoskinson died today, what do you think would happen to the price of Cardano? Yeah, it would plummet, wouldn't it? If Vitalik...
All right, man. Just wanted to show you guys just a little bit of it. He's going to go in and dive into it, you know, diving into other things as well, like how this technology will advance as we know it, using examples as well. So again, major respects to Siam Kid and the Asaj Chan for this amazing thread. 8,000 views on it. All the Caspians should definitely flood this thread because it is greatly driven, and like stated at the end of the thread, he believes Kaspa can achieve global adoption and truly become the replacement and the disruptor for the previous financial system, and I think so as well. Caspians, if you're tuning in, you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share with your friends and family, become a channel member, tune into the live streams. I'll catch you in the next one.